Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. In this episode, I'll give some focus on my EAP-235 wall access point. So this guy, I saw that a new firmware just got released and it made this access point so much more capable with the addition of PPSK support. Previously, I have only got PPSK to work with EAP-610 and I have not been able to get it working with the older EAP-115. You can see that the EAP-115 is much cheaper compared to the EAP-610, but I was only able to get PPSK working with this version of the access point. This was the cheapest access point I can find that supports PPSK. I did get the TPLINK EAP-235, which is the one that we're going to use today, and at the time of purchase over a year ago, I cannot get PPSK to work for this particular device. So now I'm really happy to see a firmware update that finally gives that functionality to this particular access point. So what makes it a little harder to troubleshoot is that I can still set up the PPSK in Omada in an unsupported access point, but none of my clients can even see those SSID PPSK that I set up. So it was a little bit tricky at the time. Also, it's been almost a year since I published my first video regarding PPSK. At the time, it was the first video I have seen which covers the Omada PPSK. I've seen some popular channels in the past, but none of them even mentioned PPSK functionality. And I actually just stumbled on it accidentally when I was poking around the Omada software. So I was poking around about this functionality, about the PPSK. I end up with this page, and you can learn more about PPSK, what it is, what it can support. Basically, it's one SSID that supports multiple VLAN depending on your username. So you can see here TP-Link 123, TP-Link 456, and TP-Link 789. All of them connects to the same SSID on the same access point, but each user, depending on their profile, will be connected to a different VLAN or same VLAN, however it's configured. So you can see this is the network diagram that I have in the official website, and PPSK is, at least for TP-Link, is designed for MDUs or multi-dwelling units in here. So that's how TP-Link envisioned how PPSK is going to be supported. Okay, so let's do some configuration and testing now prior to me updating the firmware so that you can see the before and after firmware update. Okay, as you can see, I have a new upgrade notification, as can be seen by this red dot in here, new firmware available. I still haven't updated it. And if I click here on the upgrade button, you can see here that this particular access point EAP-235 World version 1.0 hardware now fully supports PPSK. Because when I got this over a year ago, I was a little bit disappointed that I cannot use PPSK functionality in this particular device. Anyway, so let's go down with the testing. But before we head on with the testing and configuration, I want to ask for your help that if you find this episode helpful and useful, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to help the channel. Okay, so let's do some testing first prior to the upgrade of the firmware. So let's just go look at our current setup right now in here, and let me see which one I'm going to create PPSK for. So VLAN 10, VLAN 30, VLAN 60, and VLAN 90. 10, 30, 60, and 90. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so go to settings. You can see here, go to settings. Okay, I'm just blowing up and maximizing the browser. Go to profiles, go to PPSK, and you can see here, create new PPSK profile. Okay, so this one is our Arcie PPSK. So you can name it any other way, however you want. Okay, and don't click apply yet, you need to click add. Okay, I'm going to do manually, so like we said, we would like to have a VLAN 10. Okay, let's just say PPSK VLAN 10, and then this one is VLAN 10. Okay, so that's first user. Click apply already, but we are going to add more. Okay, let's say VLAN 30, that will be for the camera, and for the passphrase will be PPSK, VLAN 30, and then VLAN 30, and then we would like to have a VLAN 60 user with the use password PPSK, let's VLAN 60. So again, for your username and password, you don't have to follow my convention in here. Make sure to create a secure username and passphrase. But one thing that is important here is that each of them is unique. Okay? You can see here, each username and password is unique. Okay? And of course, I can make this username to fall on the same VLAN, but for demonstration purposes, each user will be on a different VLAN. And last but not least, for demonstration purposes, I'll create a VLAN 90 user with PPSK VLAN 90. Okay? And then once we use VLAN 90, then click apply. Okay? You can see here. Okay? And just for kicks, let me just say user 1, and the password will be password, and it's in VLAN 10. Just for kicks. Okay, so that's the reason why I said you can have any name in here, and you can see it's user 1 and it's the same as VLAN 10. Okay, so that's how it's currently set up. Then now you need to click apply and make sure everything applies. There you go. Now the next step is to go to your wireless networks. And I may already have so many wireless in here. I will have to see if I can still create new one. So since our PPSK has a dynamic VLAN support, I will name it a little bit differently in here. As you can see here, usually I name my Wi-Fi SSIDs with the VLAN name as a prefix. So let's do that now. Let's do a PPSK Wi-Fi. Now at the time, it doesn't support 6 GHz, so let me uncheck 6 GHz. I'm not sure now if it's still unsupported, but to make sure, I am doing the last thing that I know works over a year ago. So the main thing that you need to do here is PPSK without radius. And it will automatically pre-select your PPSK profile in here and just click apply. Oh, there you go, it got succeeded. So you can, let's check it out, PPSK Wi-Fi in here. Now to see if we can find this particular SSID, all I have to do is turn on my, I need to turn on my Wi-Fi adapter in here. So bear with me for a moment while I turn on my Wi-Fi adapter. Okay. So it's currently turned on, okay, so I'll disable this one. Okay, disabled, and now let me just, okay. There's so many wireless SSIDs in here. But as you can see, I can't find any PPSK Wi-Fi. So let me disable one and then enable. And let's check it out again. Okay, if you're confused, we are not supposed to see PPSK Wi-Fi because, like I said, the firmware is not yet updated, and this is what I would like to say, that at the time it was not supported. So when it's not supported, you can create the PPSK in Omada, but you cannot actually see it here. At the time, over a year ago, it brought me a lot of pain troubleshooting this one on why I can't make it work. So I poured so many hours troubleshooting this PPSK, and I got EAP-610, plug it in, same everything, boom, I can see the PPSK. So I found out that there is a compatibility issue with the particular model. Okay, as you can see, I don't see any PPSK Wi-Fi here. I'm very close with this particular access point, so I should see that in the most strongest signal in here. You can see here 60, 70, 80, all of them have the strongest signal and it's locked, and but I just can't see it. Okay, so I'm going to post the video in here because now I'm going to upgrade the firmware. Okay, I just want to show you how PPSK, even if you configured it in Omada, will not show up in the list of wireless model, especially if your access point is not supported. Okay, so let me just, I forgot I disabled this one, so let me just enable this, and let's reload the page. I will skip this part, and once you see the next recording, that will mean that the firmware has been upgraded. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. So being So it's reading and I'm going to process. I'm going to do a just here. See here. See, it's unreachable. Okay, I'll console. I'll test again. See, it's now applying my system reading here. So still checking. So what we're looking for is 48, 55 showing it, right? So it's fresh now. It's still reading here. So I guess it's not yet pulled out. But there's no more red button here. The other is still today, so I'm good. But I need to force refresh. Okay, so it's provisioning now. Okay, but now it shows the proper updated firmware. So we have about the wallet. Okay, we're looking for this process to stay connected before everything is part of testing. Okay, we'll have around a force refresh. Okay, see how it now. It feels like lower than that, but you know, it doesn't have to actual update itself, and then we reboot and continue. So shows it's continuing. I hope I not use a bit. Okay, still continuing. So I force refresh. This one is refresh. There you go. It's connected. It's been connected for 4 minutes now. Okay, we could have waited much longer, but yeah. Okay, so now that it's connected, we'll move on to for the next part of the test. We should be able to see the PPSK-Wi-Fi in here. So let's check it out. Okay. There you go, PPSK Wi-Fi. So this is the one that we've been waiting for a long time. Okay. So now let's go on with the user. So let me do a ping here. So let me do ping google.com/t here so that you will see. Okay, let me go to my profiles, then PPSK, and then let's edit this one and show all of them. So we are verifying whether if I connect here, whether I go to VLAN 10 or VLAN 30. So that's how we're going to test. And this one is also part of our console. So let me put it here. So I will disable my wired Ethernet, and you can see that it will fail. So now let's connect to VLAN 10. So the way you do that is you connect to your PPSK Wi-Fi. Okay. So connect. Okay. Oh, sorry. PPSK VLAN 10. Okay. And let's click yes. And you can see here it already replied, and we can verify that we connected to VLAN 10. Windows is doing its thing. It will try to disable and enable my Wi-Fi. So it happened again, and that's why it failed. So let me try again. Oh, let's see. It's one of my problems with Windows. Okay, looks like it's reconnected on its own. And let's see how it works. So this one should have a VLAN 10 IP. And yes, we have a VLAN 10 IP. You can see here. Okay, so okay, let's disconnect. Disconnect. And let me connect using PPSK VLAN 30 credential. Okay, let's bring this one up. You can see it's disconnected again, and so I will have to do a forget here. There you go. Looks like there you go. It's going to forget now. So now I'll just copy and paste this one just to be safe that I'm entering it correctly. Okay. Connect. Now I can paste. Now I can do this. Okay, PPSK VLAN 30. Click next. Click yes. So we're expecting it for this particular connection to provide us with a VLAN 30 IP address. So this one is, since this is in a camera VLAN, we are not able to get access to the internet, but we should be able to get access to the IP address, right? So okay, let's see that. VLAN 30, you can see here VLAN 30 is, that's it, VLAN 30 100. But okay, now Windows is doing its thing again. It's trying to resolve the issue why you cannot connect to the internet. I know why I cannot connect to the internet. I have ACL configured here because we are using this configuration. VLAN 30 doesn't have access to the internet. Camera, no internet access. Let me switch back here. So this is one of the things that you need to be aware of when you're testing this type of functionality with your ACLs. Not because something doesn't work means your configuration is failing. It's just sometimes Windows is trying to help you. So anyway, connect. Try it again. It will remember the last information that I entered here, which is the PPSK VLAN 30. And of course, I will get the VLAN 30 IP in here, 30.100. And again, I don't have access to the internet, so it will fail. It says here, no internet access. Yes, that is correct. And then let me forget. There you go. And let's try VLAN 60. Username VLAN 60. Copy. Connect. There you go. PSK VLAN 60. You can see here. Click next. Looks like it's trying to disable my Wi-Fi again and again. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I should be having a VLAN 60 IP address in here. There you go, 60.111. Okay. And let me do a VLAN 90. PPSK. Come on. Forget. Okay. And let me connect that here again. So PPSK Wi-Fi. Connect, automatically connect. Okay. There you go, PSK VLAN 90. Okay, let's hope it does. Okay. It for whatever reason, maybe it's not Windows, maybe it's my computer, but it disabled my Wi-Fi again and it's trying to reconnect itself again. It will come in as reconnected. There you go, and I should have a VLAN 90 here. Okay. And I can double check that using my VNC. Let's check my VNC. There you go. You can see here on my screen that launching my browser. If you're looking at the main screen, you will see some activity there. At least, or maybe not. I'm connected to a different device. Okay, you can see I can connect here. Okay. And let's do the final user, which I'm using password. This one should be in VLAN 10. Forget. Okay. And I think I'll be able to type it properly this time. Password. There you go. Yep, Windows will try to disable, re-enable. For whatever reason it's doing that, but once it goes back, it will connect to my PPSK Wi-Fi, and yeah, you can see here that I will have a VLAN 10 IP again. There you go. Okay, so let me enable my wired network now because so that I can see my console again. Otherwise, I will not be able to connect to my console. So let's see my clients in here. So you can see here, Okay, media PC is connected to PPSK Wi-Fi. The IP address hasn't updated yet because this device, this media PC that I'm using, has gone through VLAN 10, VLAN 30, VLAN 60, and then VLAN 90, and then back to VLAN 10 again. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the PPSK, for the demo, for the firmware upgrades, and for the EAP-235 wall access point. I really like this device now, even much better than before. I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you don't like this video, please give it a dislike, but do let me know what I did wrong. Again, thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and bye-bye.